Hey guys, today we are going to talk about SMART goals. How to set SMART goals in marketing or even in real life. Goal setting can be really hard sometimes, so we should set such goals which are challenging but attainable. Often we are in the set of overwhelming optimism and we cannot carry out the goal or the other way. So for better goal setting, the marketers are using SMART goals. With SMART goals you can really put your goals into borders. With these borders you are more likely to reach your goals, as you have to think through all the process how to get there. So now I'm going to show you how I set my SMART goals. So SMART is an acronym word in which each letters are standing for different words. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic and time-bound. When you are making your goal, you need to be as specific as possible. It is much harder to achieve general goals than specific ones. It needs to be measurable. You have to be sure to measure the progress of your goal with a numeric value. Without proper measuring tools, you are left in the dark. Attainable. You need to be optimistic but not too much. So the goal needs to be challenging but still attainable so that it can be reached. Do not be too optimistic when setting your goals. It is really important to set challenging goals, but what is more important even is to achieve them. You don't have to conquer the world in one day. Realistic. You really have to be realistic when setting your goals. Time-bound. We all need deadlines, and sometimes you really cannot postpone your goals. So let's see how to do the SMART goals step by step. The first step of the process is categorizing your goal. You need to write down what is general fields you would like to achieve your goal. With this you can list general ideas and also activities to find out what are the more important goals than the others. The second step is writing a summary about your goal. This step is actually crucial because in the beginning it might happen that your goal is not that clear or even it is hard to verbalize. If you force yourself to write it down, it will make the whole process much more easier. At this point, if the goal is not ready yet or it needs some adjustment, it's still good, as you can come back at any point at this stage to finalize your summary. For me, when I'm summarizing my goal and I'm stuck, I actually do something else for 30 minutes and then I come back. When I get back, it's much easier to write it down. The third step is setting a specific numerical goal. For example, if you would like to have more visitors on your website, then you should set a specific number how much visitors you would like to get. Or even in real life, if you would like to lose weight, you should set a specific number how much you would like to lose or gain. Now we have the categorization, we have a draft summary, and also we are thinking about the numeric goal. Setting a specific numerical goal is actually essential. The good side of setting a specific measurable goal is that afterwards you can really easily check whether you have reached your goal or not. This is definitely the hardest part because it has to be attainable but also challenging at the same time. For example, what I have mentioned, you would like to get new visitors but you are new at marketing, then probably you should check your competitor's website, from which you can get a basic idea how much visitors you should get. Besides that, you should also really bear in mind what marketing activities you are planning and also what are your capabilities. The fourth step is adding a completion date. With your categorization, summary and numerical goal set, you are almost ready to go, but you still have to make it time-bound. The goal is just a fantasy until you add a deadline. Just think about how much time you really need for completing the goal. At this part, I'm always too optimistic, and later when I get back here, I realize that I have given myself too less time to reach my goal. At this part, I really suggest you to take into consideration whether you have done this activity before or not. If you know every work process how to reach your goal, then you have a more realistic view on timing. But if not, I suggest you to give additional time because of the lack of experience. The fifth step is checking your goal once again. At this stage, you should go back your goal summary and finalize the draft version. Checking the goal once again, you can really be sure that it's reachable. For an attainable goal, you have the proper amount of energy, money and time. Sixth step is committing the time. So the hardest part for me is actually keeping the deadlines. So I need to be sure that I don't even miss the first milestone of my goal. Not to miss the deadline, I always focus on committing the right amount of time. final step is the learning points and adjustments. We always have some obstacles in our lives, and that can happen also with our goals, which can really make it harder to reach our expectations. So for me, I always check my SMART goals after I have finished my goal. With this I have a learning curve, so I know what should be changed in the future, and I can set better SMART goals. So with this step I can really improve my SMART goals, so I can set more attainable and reachable goals for the future. This spot was based on HubSpot's article of how to make SMART goals. If you are interested in making marketing SMART goals, you should check it out. Thanks for watching. I'm Balint, and this was Balint about marketing.